Hi guys, Dave here from Hattons again. A little bit of sneak preview for you this time. We're taking an exclusive first look at the last, or should I say the latest, 6 locomotives from the Hattons Originals Class 66 range. These only arrived with us this morning, so we'll be some of the first to take a look at these. These are the samples for the later announced liveries, codes 032 to 037 inclusive, so some real variety in the colour schemes as well. Of course, we are live here today on YouTube as well, so thank you very much for tuning in. Any questions you do have, add them in the chat on the right-hand side. And of course, we've got that link in the description as well. Should you want more info on the models we are bringing through. But I'm not going to keep you waiting, guys. We'll get straight in there and we'll have a look at the first one. Hello there, Locomotive Alex 1996. Good to see you. And which one shall we start with? Let's have a look. Oh, we are starting with the GBRf Cemex livery. This is 66780 and its product code H466035. Now, this particular locomotive was repainted in September 2018, and it was previously an EWS locomotive number 66008 before it entered traffic with GB Rail Freight about 18 months ago now. So these haven't been out of the box yet, so you're seeing these at the first time I am. Hello there, Onno Mulder. Thank you for joining. So let's get this out and I won't keep you waiting. So this will be in the really extravagant Cemex livery there for the cement company. And this is one of the sponsored Class 66 liveries. And there we have it. So I'll bring that right up close for you. You can just see the etched nameplate there as well for the Cemex Express. Let that take focus on there as well. So this is exactly the same as our other 66 models that have come through in detail specification. So you've got the fully detailed underframe there, the 21-pin digital decoder socket as well. You got the full cab interior detailing as well as the full cab end detailing there too. And this is the original style version with the original style body shell and the original style Y-pack headlights as well. So as you can see there, that is in that Cemex livery. We've got the full white and blue and red colour scheme coming through there with the GBRF branding. This can be seen all across the UK at the moment, working on various different duties, not just cement traffic either. Just let the focus pick up on that there for 1 second so you can see it in the detail. And this is with the later window style as well on the sides of the cab. So just the 2 windows there. So this represents the locomotive as it's running now in real life, as well as how it's ran from 2018 onwards as well. So really hope you enjoy getting a closer look at that. Of course, we will be getting images of these in really high definition up on our website as well. So really glad you like this one to start off with. It's one of the more striking colour schemes that we're bringing through. This batch of 6 locomotives was added to the end of our original plan for 31 locomotives because of some of the more unique liveries in there and some really striking colour schemes brought out on the class of 66s since the model was first announced in 00 scale by ourselves. So just so you get one more close look at that. Of course, if you want to see any particular details at all, do drop me a message in the chat that I'm keeping an eye on, and I'm more than happy to answer any questions you may have regarding the specific details as well. So just let you get a closer look at that. There you go. It's just coming into focus now. You can see that cab interior detail there as well. This again has the original Y-pack style headlights on the front, all of which do work, fully operational lighting there, all controllable whether you are on analog or digital. You will just see the switches between the 2 tanks there on the underframe as well, so you can control the lights on analog. But if you have a digital fitted model and a digital decoder, you've got full access to all the working lights there as well. So I will keep that one here with me. And I think let's have a quick look at the comments there. before we head on to our next model. So Paul Hickman saying it's a shed. Now, that is one of the nicknames for them, but they've been around for over 20 years now. It's coming up to 22 years they've actually been on the UK's railway network. There's over 470 of them in the UK now, with the numbers climbing there as well, with locomotives being imported from Sweden and various other places in Europe. So there's still a lot more to tell in the Class 66 story. We've got 37 versions that are coming through, with these 6 versions being shown here today, the production models for the first time. So let's not keep you waiting. And yes, William, these are 00 gauge models. If you click the link in the description, you'll get more information on these. You will get the list of locos we are bringing through, not just the 6 you've seen here for the first time today, but the other 31 locomotives as well. So it looks like we've got an orange one this time, guys. I didn't actually look at the end of the box before opening it, but I will let you have a look at the label there, so you can tell me which one we're looking at. There you go. I'll let that zoom in and take focus. So this is 66623. And this is in the current Freightliner livery. This is in a Genesis, Wyoming orange livery, which was a real departure for Freightliner when they started painting locomotives in this colour scheme. But as the years go on, more and more locos are in this particular colour scheme now. And there's actually 5 Class 66s as of the time of filming in this colour scheme, with most of the rest in the more familiar Freightliner green, as we've seen for around 20 years or so now. But this colour scheme is coming through, and again, it shows just how vibrant these colour schemes are as well. Again, I'll get that really up close and personal for you there, so you can see the high definition of the printing. Hopefully it'll focus. There you go. So you can see there the new style Freightliner logo, the black and yellow and orange stripes there as well, the different style font on the front, as well as the modern style Y-pack headlights. And as you can see on these models, they're standard with all our 66 range, with an NEM coupling pre-attached on one end and a fully detailed valanced end on the second there as well. And this particular model is one of the low emission models. So you've got the 5th door there as well, with all the various safety signage. The yellow axle boxes, as you can see, the zero, let me just have a closer look for that one. Zero injuries, our goal every day, which is now appearing on most of the Freightliner fleet. This particular locomotive was painted in early 2019, and it was actually the only Freightliner 66 to have carried blue so far as well. It was the Baden Aggregates Class 66 before it went into the slowly but surely more familiar Freightliner orange scheme. So I'll get that really up close and personal for you there as well. And I'll take a quick look at the comments while I'm showing you that. So great to have you all here, guys. So little bit of an update there. Locomotive Alex says, really looking forward to the one liveried example, bright pink shed. Now I've got that here. It's right there. So you'll be seeing that very soon enough as well. Onno Mulder has the HO version in the Rotterdam rail feeding livery. Of course, some really good international 66s out there. And a lot of the locomotives in the UK were originally international locos as well. So Jonathan Wilson there, glad you could join us. I love the 66s. Which is the best, most interesting livery you have? I'll let you make that choice, because a lot of these liveries today are different than those we've modelled on the first 31 locomotives, which are still due by the end of the month, by the way. If you have a pre-order in for the first 31 locomotives, we will be getting those out to you very, very soon indeed. So let's have a quick look at the chat again. So Ronald Moritz saying, loving the look of these new sheds. Now, we've only got 2 so far. We've got 4 more to go. So keep those coming thick and fast for you. Chocolate orange, it's a pretty good idea, actually, with the orange and the black there as well. So never heard it called that before, but it may be a nickname that takes on. And again, some of the high definition there as well. We've got a new style Freightliner logo on the front. When it zooms, you will be able to see that when it focuses. Or maybe it won't, but I'll try my best. There we go. You can just about see that there. Sorry for it not zooming, guys, but that is part of it there. So good to see you all guys as well, and a couple of comments regarding the deliveries on these as well. So the latest on the deliveries is that, as said, regarding the 001 to 031 codes, the originally announced locos, they should be with us by the end of March. We'll have them going out as soon as we can. These 6 locomotives we have here will be with us as soon as we can, but with the situation as it is in the world at the moment, we're not quite exactly sure when that will be. But as soon as we do know, we'll be updating all our systems and keeping you guys posted as well. Of course, having these models off the production line as well, these aren't decorated samples. These are as they will appear when they are delivered to you. So having these shows a significant new step in the process of them coming through as well. So great to see you here, guys, and let's get another one out. Let's keep these coming thick and fast. What have we got here? Let's have a look. This is 66783. This is the Biffa Class 66, the Flying Dustman, which I'm sure is a bit of a fan favourite, painted at the same time as 66789 in the BR large logo blue livery. This was painted back in March 2018. But our particular model is actually of the locomotive from its refurbishment in mid-2019, when it had the windows replaced with the newer style windows. Just get that open for you there. Now, you will see the slight difference in this being when I unravel it for you. You'll see that the windows on the cab side have been replaced with the later versions with the 2 windows rather than the 3. But also the white surrounding them. Now you see that that is slightly off center and slightly slanted. That is exactly as per the real locomotive as well. So our design has gone fully down to the detail there to make sure that is absolutely as it should be. We've got the Biffa logo in the middle, the big large Biffa logo, as well as the pre-fitted etched nameplates. These do come pre-fitted to every model that has them. And of course, again, the small Biffa logos on the cab, the white window surrounds denoting the window replacement, as well as the familiar GBRf logo and numbers on the end. This, again, is one of the original style Class 66s built for EWS and then transferred to GBRf about 2 years ago. So it's got the original body style and the original Y-packs, but the later windows, so the tooling is unique to this model. Now, just catch up on those comments again, and I'll give you a quick closer look at the 66 there once more afterwards. So let's have a bit of a look. William has asked, what's the price range of these locomotives? Every Class 66 we are producing, if you have a standard digital ready locomotive, they are £150. If you want a digital fitted locomotive, they're £165. If you want a digital sound fitted locomotive, pre-fitted with the exclusive sound project on these with a Locksound V5 decoder and Rail Rumble speaker, they are £265. If you want to see a little bit more info on that, check out the videos on our channel. We've got full videos on the digital capability and the sound project on the 66 there as well. So I'll put that there for you again to have a quick look. Anthony Strathmore Road says, I know you're doing the 66s, but when will the Class 50 be able to buy? Now, I did a little video on that earlier today, so I'm showing some fantastic pre-owned models that have come through as well. And we do have Class 50s in the modern GBRf livery available to pre-order right now on our website as well. Graham there saying paid £150 for mine before Christmas. Now, with our pre-orders, including the 66s, we don't take any money at all until they come into stock. So if you'd like to pre-order one of these now, have a look at that link in the description for more info. But otherwise, I'll just let you get a real up close and personal look at 66783 here as well. Again, with that high definition cab detail there too. We will be adding some high definition photos to our website as well, so you can see these up close and personal. But this is just a bit of a sneak preview while they're coming out of the box, so you can get a closer look. Ben Davis there, good to have you here, Ben. Out of the one you've been showing, the one you want is the Cemex livery, and you can't wait to see 66587. Well, I tell you what, I won't keep you waiting. Let's skip ahead a few, and let's take a look at that one right now. I was saving it to the end, but I tell you what, seeing as you asked nicely, we'll get it out now. And this really is, I've said the three in front of me here in striking colour schemes, but this is far more brighter. I mean, how many times do you see a bright pink locomotive on the UK's railway network? To be honest, not that often. I believe there was a Class 31 in the mid 2000s, but other than that, it's not that prevalent a colour scheme until now. And this is the only one that is in that colour scheme at the moment. This is 66587. And I know this is the one that a lot of you have really been waiting for. So glad to get this on the screen for you right now as well. This has been in this colour scheme for about a year now, sponsored by Ocean Network Express, a container company. Freightliner regularly hauls these trains with various Class 66s, so it was only appropriate that they got one of the Class 66s in their livery, with their slogan there as well, "As One We Can," named after the company. You can see there again, to my side here, that is one of the 5-door low emission models, and you have the headlights there too for this model. You've got the two windows on the cab, showing it's the later body style variation. We have covered most body variations on our 66s to be able to replicate as many of the class authentically as possible as well. But stepping away from the liveries just a second, you can really see some of the high definition underframe pipework there as well. This is present on all our models, including the bogie detail in there too. If you take a look on our website, you'll see some really up close and personal images of that, just showing how fine that gets. If you look down on the bogie there, you'll see the imprinted lettering as well from the people who made the locos in real life. And again, just giving you a bit of a spin round there as well. You can see some of the safety labels on the doors. You can see the zero injuries every day label as well. And this just is, it's hard to ignore, isn't it, really, in that pink colour scheme. It makes an impact wherever it goes on the network. And one of the reasons we brought these new 66 models through was to show some of the vibrant colour schemes that they've picked up in the last few years. The first 31 releases were in the more familiar colour schemes, shall we say, such as the EWS, the Freightliner, the GBRf, and the DRS, etc., etc. But within the last few years, since we originally announced the models, we've had red, we've had pink, orange, blue, pretty much every color of the rainbow. So we couldn't ignore some of these celebrity locos as well to get them onto your layout. And again, I'll just give you a closer look at 66587, and I will check out some of the comments at the same time. Great to have you all here, guys. Of course, if you have any comments at all, please do add them on to the comments section. So William likes the chocolate orange one. I think we're getting a bit of a name there for 66623, aren't we? We're getting forming a bit of a nickname here today for that one. So already got a fan there. And Locomotive Alex 1996 may have to pre-order. Of course, all of these models are available to pre-order right now. The 6 I'm showing you today, we don't have an exact date on when they'll be with us, but we are working on getting them here as soon as possible. And the 31 originally announced locomotives will be with us before the end of March as well. So glad you enjoyed that one, Ben. Really enjoyed having a closer look. Of course, before we go, once I've got them all on the table, I'll give you a quick second look over all of them as well. But while there's still models to be opened, let's keep them coming. Now, eagle-eyed viewers will know which ones we have left to look at here now. And these two are two of the same livery, but you can't do one without the other on this pair. And a lot of people were asking, but only if we did the pair. And of course, you asked, we listened, and we have brought these two out for you as well. Now, you know what I'm talking about here, guys. I'm talking about the Bellman Pullman, the Royal Scotsman livery. The first one we're looking at here is 66746 in this familiar livery. Both of this pair were painted in the colour scheme in mid-2016 to handle the luxury service that runs around Scotland and also makes a yearly appearance further south in the UK as well, hauling tourists and people who can afford the fare as well around Scotland on luxury trips. And a little bit of a departure for the 66 there, mainly being a freight locomotive, but GBRf showing its innovation by using these on luxury traffic as well. They're fully capable locomotives, and this does really have a finesse to it as well, though, with the golden lettering and a maroon livery matching the style of the locomotive. You can just about see the crest rendition there as well, which our artwork guys have drawn up from scratch as well. So that's been done. The original free window body shell style as well there, showing the original style. If I compare that with 587 for you, you can see the difference in the cab side windows, where you have 3 on the Royal Scotsman variation and 2 on the one. And of course, again, just some of the finer details there, including the cant rail stripe, the separately fitted axle boxes, the full cab interior once again. And this is with the alternative headlight setup, where you've got the 2 discs rather than the Y-packs there as well. So again, I'll just give you a bit more of a close-up of that one while I take a quick look at the comment. Graham Macker said, really can't wait to see the Royal Scotsman livery. Well, here it is. It's right on your screen now, so hope you're enjoying it. And as Ben says there, they look different when best some really lovely liveries there. Now, again, some real variety in the liveries, some one-offs, because there's only 2 locomotives in this particular livery. The Cemex, Biffa, and one are all one-offs at the moment, and there's only 5 at the moment in the Freightliner orange that we see here. So, last but not least, I will get out the other Royal Scotsman 66 for you. And these all do come in a really sturdy box, as you can see here. Full colour operating instructions too. You got the full guide there. That is available on our website right now if you fancy a sneak preview. Clamshell packaging with foam all around. These will not get damaged in transit. You have nothing to worry about there. And this one is the second of the Royal Scotsman locomotives. Again, used with its sister, 66746, on the Royal Scotsman duties. But also, when they only run in the summer, the locomotives can be seen across the UK on a variety of other traffic as well, including railhead treatment trains, container traffic, freight traffic from Drax Power Station, etc., etc. And this is 66743. As opposed to 66746. So perfect partner for the other locomotive that we have here as well. And again, very similar to its sister with the 3 windows and the original style, sorry, the later style headlights as well. But not a low emission locomotive, as it only has the 4 doors on the body side. And you can see there again, the full details on the sides there as well. You've got the full crest, you've got the Bellman Pullman lettering in the gold there too. So again, I'll just give you some closer looks at that while we take a closer look at the comments. Again, thank you very much for joining us here today, guys. Really hope you like having a closer look at these locomotives. So Anthony Strathmore Road Junction says, Biffa, I think for me, as I'm a bin man myself, will they be okay with Hornby TTS? Now, we do recommend using our own decoder and having them pre-sound fitted to get the full effect of these Class 66s. However, if you have an 8 to 21 pin DCC adapter chip, you can fit the Hornby TTS sound to them. Just the one thing to bear in mind is you won't have the full operation of the lights when using that chip. But if you're happy with that, it's absolutely fine to fit. I'll just give you a bit of a closer look at the 66587 there as well. So Paulie Pyro there, one is gorgeous. I ordered both that and chocolate orange one, and it looks a great decision. I'll give you another closer look at the G&W livery there too. So this is 66623. That's here. And again, we will be adding fully detailed images to these for our website shortly as well, if you check that link in the description. Dylan there asking, any plans to produce the maritime livery? Now, at the moment, we are sticking to these 37 that we are producing. We may do more in the future, as of course 66s are painted into new liveries, new names and numbers pretty much every day, really, at the moment. So we did add this further batch of 6 that you see here to take advantage of some of those great new liveries coming through. And certainly we are keeping an eye, we're keeping our finger on the pulse with the Class 66 situation to keep an eye on those exciting liveries coming through. At the moment, we have no fully confirmed plans to make any additional liveries, but that's not to say that we won't in the future. So if there are any particular ones you want to see replicated, please do let us know via the usual channels, and we will do that for you. I'll just give you one last close look at the Cemex livery that we started off with there as well, in case you missed it at the start of the stream. And this is the Cemex Express 66780. So take one last look at the comments there as well. Flying Scott, for how much will these be on the shelves? Now, these are coming in at £150 for the standard digital ready model, digital fitted at 165, and digital sound fitted at 265. Trevsky Jones there, glad you could join us. They look fantastic. Thank you very much. And as an added bonus, you can buy all 6 for only £900. Of course, we do intend to have some stock for a little while as well, but we do recommend pre-ordering your favourites just to make sure you get them as they have been produced in limited numbers. So a couple more comments there. Do we have a rough idea when these will arrive? I'm aware there will be a delay with the current world situation. Just a reminder there as well, these 6 are production samples off our production line. So these models are in production at the moment. We don't have an exact date as to when they'll arrive, unfortunately, with the current circumstances. However, we are working with the factory to make sure we get these here as soon as possible for you. And once we have a fully confirmed date on that, anyone who's got a pre-order or has signed up for an email alert on these as well will be notified. So last one there, good one to finish on, is Dylan's comment. Think you made a few sales there, Dave. These liveries look great. Thanks for the great video. Well, I couldn't hold off showing you these today. They only landed in our office a couple of hours ago, and I really wanted to make sure you guys got an exclusive first look at them. So really hope you've enjoyed today's video. Check out that link in the description for more info on the Hattons Originals Class 66. And of course, let us know which of these 6 is your favorite in the comments as well. Otherwise, it's been great to see you as always, guys, and I will see you next time.